How do you know if your Azure resources are healthy? That's where monitoring and alerts come in. Before that, a quick question for you all. Which tool collects logs? Azure Monitor or Azure Policy? Comment your guess below. Welcome back to TechCirrus-SG, your go-to channel for mastering Azure. If you're preparing for AZ-900, this is the final piece of the puzzle. Hit that subscribe button because after this, I'm dropping a bonus video with exam tips and practice questions, so you can pass on the first try. In this video, we'll cover all the core concepts like monitor, metrics, logs, alerts, app insights. Let's start with Azure Monitor. Consider this as an umbrella service that collects metrics and logs from your Azure resources, and even from on-prem or other clouds. From there, you analyze, visualize, and act. Dashboards, workbooks, queries, and alerts all hang off this platform. For the demo, I'll use an existing virtual machine in the Azure portal. To follow along, make sure your VM is up and running. It's connected to a log analytics workspace, and the Azure Monitor agent is installed. So logs like heartbeat are available. If it is not enabled, you can enable it under Azure Monitor, navigate to VM, then Insights and click Enable from Not Monitored tab. Next is metrics. Metrics are numeric time series captured at regular intervals for quick health and performance checks. Think of CPU%, disk IOPS, memory, request rate. They live in a time series database also optimized for near real-time charts and alerting, and, crucially, platform metrics require no configuration and have no cost. Most Azure resource platform metrics are emitted every 1 minute unless specified otherwise. Then you may be thinking, where can you use it? The answer is for dashboards, SLO, SLA trends, threshold alerts, quick correlations across resources. It is not meant for deep, ad hoc troubleshooting of individual events. Always use logs for that. In order to view metrics in the Azure portal, open your virtual machine. On the left menu, click Metrics. In the chart, set the metric to CPU consumed. Adjust the time range based on your requirement. And with that, our next topic is logs. Logs are detailed, structured records. It is great for troubleshooting, correlation, and analytics. They're stored in a log analytics workspace as tables, and you query them with KQL, that is Kusto query language. You can explore logs with KQL by going to Logs under the VM or Logs under Log Analytics workspace. Run a simple query like heartbeat to confirm connectivity as shown on your screen. Workspaces support fine-grained table control, RBAC, and retention up to 12 years using interactive versus long-term retention tiers. You can use logs for investigations, audit trails, cross-resource joins, aggregations over long periods, and building advanced detections. KQL is optimized for telemetry, filtering, parsing, time series, joins, and summarization. KQL is powerful for analysis. Filter, summarize, visualize, and correlate issues across resources. Jumping to our next topic, alerts. Alerts notify you when a condition is met, like CPU is less than 80% for 5 minutes. They can send email, SMS, push, webhook, and more. You can configure alert on metrics, logs, KQL-based, scheduled, and activity log events such as resource changes, service health, policy events. Alerts trigger action groups, email, SMS, push, plus automation like logic apps, functions, runbooks, webhooks, event hubs, ITSM, and you can suppress or route with alert processing rules. Why alert matters? Because metric alerts can help you determine low latency. It is great for performance thresholds, for example, CPU 80% for 5 minutes. Dynamic thresholds adapt to baseline. Similarly, log search alerts are powerful KQL pattern detection across rich data. And activity log alerts helps in governance ops events, for example, VM deleted, service incident, policy deny. Next, let's see application insights. Application Insights is your application performance monitoring layer inside Azure Monitor. It collects requests, dependencies, exceptions, traces, and supports distributed tracing, so you can follow a transaction end-to-end across microservices with application map and transaction diagnostics. For new apps, Azure Monitor OpenTelemetry distro is the recommended path to send traces, metrics, and logs vendor-neutrally. You get standard, pre-aggregated metrics for snappy dashboards.alerts, log-based metrics for deep analysis dimensions, and custom metrics for app-specific KPIs. Live metrics can show near real-time signals without storing telemetry. You can create application insights from Azure Portal through Azure Monitor service. Putting it all together, let's understand this way. Data flows from sources like Azure Resources, VMs or agents, apps, AKS, Prometheus, into the Azure Monitor data platform. Metrics store for fast numeric time series, log analytics for rich events, traces via App Insights to OpenTelemetry. You analyze with Metrics Explorer, KQL in logs, and workbooks. You act with alerts plus action groups. Hope this helps. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more great content. Hit the button now and stay updated with all my latest videos. Thanks for your support.